joining us to answer some questions you guys have for him. No one has their hand raised, so if someone wants to start us off with the first question, have at it.
Hey DJ, just what was your feelings on having fans back in the stands on Sunday? I know your mom was there. Just to have the fans out there and your family, just the difference between playing in front of an empty stadium and in front of people.
Playing in an empty stadium is not live like it was on Sunday, because you got after a play you hear fans cheering. So, but when you don't have fans, it's just silent. We just making our own energy. They just brought more energy to the stadium.
All right, let's go to Miles Simmons and then Mike Solarte.
DJ, what has impressed you about playing with Robbie Anderson?
The way he just goes about playing the game. He came in, he doesn't really talk, but he talks to understand what's going on around him and understanding who he has in his room and how he fits in. So just getting to know him, he's a good guy, good player, and just happy to see him just balling out along with the group.
Hey, DJ, Mike Solarte, Spectrum News 1. I know that you knew about Teddy before, his play in other teams and coming through the league. Now that you played alongside him for 4 games, what's your assessment of him? Is he better than you thought he was? I mean, obviously he's playing well, but is he the kind of leader that maybe this offense needed to have the success you guys are having?
I mean, he just stayed the course. Whether he had I know he had the bad injury before, but he always bounced back. Just like now, we had the 2 lost games. He just stayed level-headed and brought everybody together and just said we was going to go on a run. So we just followed his lead week by week, one game at a time.
All right, let's go to Sharon Thorsland and then Nick Carboni.
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Hey, Jay, when you look at the Falcons defensively, I know they've had a lot of injuries, a lot of guys out, particularly in the secondary. What do you see in them and how they're playing right now this season? And if they get some of these guys back in the secondary, how's that going to change things?
Right now, just watching the film, you see a lot of rotation of guys. So we really don't know who's going to be in there. So we just game planning for just coverages and just knowing when we get out there who we see is who we watch on film. So we got to know how to attack that DB that's out there.
DJ, this has been a rivalry that's gone back in this franchise for a long time, well before a lot of the guys on this team were here. Is that something that you guys care about, this rivalry game with Atlanta? Obviously, it has importance as a divisional game as well, but is the rivalry portion of it something you guys think about, talk about?
No, I haven't heard anybody talk about the rivalry since I've been here. For the 3 years I've been here, I ain't never heard that it was a rivalry. I just know we got to get a win.
All right, let's go to Deshaun Brown and then Steve Reed.
Hi, DJ. This is Deshaun with Channel 9. A few minutes ago, Coach Rule talked about just in terms of the lack of fans, how it made it easier to communicate. What difference have you noticed from that standpoint in terms of communication on the field or even hearing what's being communicated?
With no fans, it's easy to communicate, but for us, it's easy to communicate when we're at home. But I know when we have fans away, it's going to be hard because you get that extra, like they say, the 12th man on their side when making a bunch of noise. So with no fans, it's easier to communicate than it is without.
Hey, DJ, Steve Reed. This year, maybe more so than ever than you've been there, a lot of passes, short passes, less than 10-yard passes. Seems like Teddy is completing a lot of passes. He's 3rd in the league in completion percentage. I just wonder if you could speak to that approach that you guys have had and how you feel like Teddy has done in that role of, you guys had a lot of long drives on Sunday.
I mean, we just going with the flow of things, with whether it's short passes that we're hitting or intermediate or deep passes, whatever is rolling with on that drive, we're just going to stick with and just try to throw in some curveballs every now and then just to keep the defense off balance.
Let's go to Jonathan Alexander and then David Newton.
Hey, what's up, DJ? Hope you're doing well, man. I'm wondering, has there been any talk around the locker room, about what's going on around the league? Like, for instance, like the Tennessee Titans or the New England Patriots, and I guess, being extra careful at all, like recently?
Not really in our locker room because we do everything possible to just stay safe within the building and outside the building. I haven't seen anybody just not care about the COVID or just not care about like health in general of the teammates and their families. So no, I haven't.
Hey, DJ, David here. Wanted to ask you, you guys going into this game underdog to a team that's 0-4. How do you handle that? Is that motivation? You just worried they just may come up and give you their best effort all of a sudden? What is that like to be the underdog to an 0-4 team?
I mean, we just gonna attack the weak like we always do. It really doesn't matter if you're an underdog or not. You still gotta go out there and perform. So you're just gonna go perform.
All right, guys, we have time for 2 more. So let's go to Joe Person and then finish with Josh Klein.
Hey, DJ, I have 2 quick ones. They're really not related. I apologize, but just wondering if you'd reached out to Cam at all since, his positive test. And then we all, the whole public and fans got a big charge out of Robbie's, what's that bear doing thing. Is that kind of what he's like all the time, or what? Just kind of give us a little glimpse into what Robbie's like off.
I haven't spoken to Cam since he had COVID. Well, he found out he had COVID, but and Robbie is just Robbie. He don't care what it is. He gonna ask it. He gonna say whatever you guys say. Sometimes it comes out funny. Sometimes you might not understand him, but at the end of the day, he's serious about what he's asking. Or even if he's joking around, it's just gonna be funny because he's just Robbie.
All right, thanks, Joe. Josh, you want to finish this up?
Hey, DJ, I know you and Dante both have daughters around the same age. Derek just had a kid. Is it kind of like having young fathers all kind of together? Do you guys like trade war stories about diapers and staying up late, anything like that?
Nah, we ain't do that yet. Dante's daughter is the oldest. I think she's 2. He ain't give me no bad stories yet. So he just say she the princess and she run everything.
All right, DJ, we always appreciate you stopping by.